Hello, welcome back to part 7 and hopefully the last one of this series of how to create a social network with SwiftUI. So we have created all the components, so it's time to stitch up all the pieces and make our final homepage. So as usual, let's create a new file, which is going to be homepage. So we have what we need. So as usual, we need a model. So let's homepage model. It's okay to hardcode here. I mean, we need some model somewhere. So let's try to build this as we want. So we have created a couple of objects by now. One of those, that was the stories view, which just needed an array of stories. So we can just put the model and the stories, and we have our stories. So let's say we want to add like a navigation view or some title up here. How will we do that? So the easiest way, I don't know if there's an embedding yet. No, not yet. So we have a new object which is called navigation view. So if you just add a navigation view to the stack in this way, it will add the space up there, and you have the space needed for the view. If you want to change the title, one new way is called a navigation title, navigation bar title. Navigation bar title doesn't take a string, but it actually takes, I think we need to stick it to the last line. You actually need to take a text object, which means you need to create a text with a string. So just like that, very simple, we have our view with a text and our scroll view in the middle. So if we wanted to embed all this in a vertical scroll view, one alternative would be to just embed in a scroll view, just like we did in the stories view. But there's another way, which is what I'm interested in right now, which is what I'm going to explain you. So the table view was actually replaced by something called list. So the only weird thing is that there's no such thing as a collection view now. We just have lists, which are vertical. I don't know if they're going to add, like, for example, horizontal lists in the future, or we'll just have to create horizontal lists from H stacks and scroll views. We'll see how this goes on. So we have lists. Lists, you'll see that they don't recognize the size of their content. So as for now, you just need to specify the height of the cell you're trying to display. Sorry, not 200, not 130, but actually 200. So we have our first cell of the view. If we press play, like we did before, let me zoom out a little bit. You'll see that we have the horizontal scroll view, and this is also a vertical scroll view. So this used to be a table view with a collection view within a table cell. Now it's become really simple to do. You'll see that we have this horrible white line, which really, it might be useful in some other cases, but right now we don't want it. So I want to remove that. That is calling this list row insets, and just pass in an edge insets object with all zeros. So by doing that, we just removed all the insets, and we have this. So let's say we want to add like multiple cells. So this was the first cell. So it's going to be sort of like the first section. So let's add something else. So we did in the past one of these for each. And because now everything is identifiable, we can just do model.fits. And this hopefully would just work. So if we just say model and we create a fit view with this fit, just like that, we have everything in here. So as before, it won't get the height right, so you might need to implement it. So we'll see if in the future this changes, or it has like a way of automatically detecting the height that we're trying to. Oh, I think something broke. It has a way of of knowing what's going on. Let me rebuild. But just like that, and also like before, it's just a list row insets. I think we're, yes, for each. I think there's something going on. Yes, the navigation bar title is in the wrong place. So let me see if I put it there. I have some wrong bracket somewhere. Navigation list, the storage view. Oh yes, I know what's wrong. So we need the for each to be inside there. I want this to be inside here. So let's see if that fixes everything. Yes, except that our title disappeared. Let's make it build. So we have our horizontal stack, we have our vertical list. So this is scrollable, and everything fits just fine. You'll see that also, for example, the navigation is white, but when it changes, it automatically manages all the animation and it's translucent. So we'll see in the future if there's a way to customize that. Up to now, the list, like the separators in the table view, no one has found a way to remove them. I've tried lots of things, so just try to hide them as best as possible. So yeah, that's it. So we have created in a couple of files an app like a social network. We have learned a lot of things. So we have created the project, we have played around with text, we have created a project view and played around how to inject properties. We created a background view where we introduced C stacks, rectangles, linear gradients, etc. We created a card view when we learned H stacks, B stacks, spacers. We created a storage view when we introduced for each, identifiable, scroll view, and we talked a bit about live preview. And right now we have put together everything inside a list. We talked about navigation view and how to set the title. Right now, if we run, the only thing we'll see is this original content view, because as I told you, the scene delegate is what's managing what's going to be displayed. So if you want to, instead of seeing the content view, want to see the home page, you just press home page and then you'll see the home page. So once again, I hope this was useful for all of you. If you have any comments or questions, just shoot in the comments. Let me know how that goes. If you need any help, like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye!